French engineer Sadi Carnot conceived a theoretical engine which is free from all practical imperfections, such as engine cannot be realized in practice. It has a maximum efficiency and it is an ideal heat engine. Sadi Carnot's heat engine requires the following important parts as shown in the figure below. This is a figure of Carnot's ideal heat engine. In this Carnot ideal heat engine, this is a insulating stand, this is a higher temperature source, and this is a sink at lower temperature, and this is a cylinder. This is a movable piston, and these sources and sink are conducting, and in this cylinder we put a working substance. Now this cylinder is placed on the first in a stand. Now, in this Carnot cycle, the first part is a cylinder. Now, a cylinder having a perfectly non-conducting walls. A cylinder having perfectly non-conducting walls. A perfectly conducting base and is provided with a perfectly non-conducting piston which moves without friction in a cylinder. The cylinder contains 1 mole of a perfect gas as the working substance. In this cylinder, we put a 1 gram of a 1 mole of an ideal 1 mole of an ideal gas. Now, this cylinder is placed on the stand. Now, second part of the Carnot's ideal heat engine is a source, a reservoir. This is a source having a high temperature. A reservoir maintained at a constant temperature T1 from which the engine can draw heat by a perfect conduction, and it has an infinite thermal capacity, and any amount of heat can be drawn from it at constant temperature T1. Now, third part of the Carnot's ideal heat engine is a sink. Thus, the reservoir maintained at a constant lower temperature T2. So, in this sink to which heat engine can reject any amount of heat. The thermal capacity of sink is infinite, so that its temperature remains constant at T2, and no matter how much heat is given in it. Now, the last part is a heat insulating stand. A perfectly non-conductive platform acts as a stand for adiabatic process. Now, this is a Carnot's ideal heat engine. Now, next is a Carnot cycle. In a Carnot cycle, in order to obtain a continuous supply of work, the working substance is subjected to the following cycle of quasi-static operations, known as Carnot cycle, and as shown in the figure below. This is a Carnot cycle. In this Carnot cycle, the first process is a isothermal expansion. In the given Carnot's ideal heat engine, the cylinder first in a isothermal expansion, the cylinder first placed on the source so that the gas acquires heat at constant temperature T1 of the source. The cylinder is placed around the source. Then this working substance absorbs some amount of heat at a source, and it is then allowed to undergo a quasi-static expansion. In this Carnot cycle, as the gas expands, its temperature tends to fall. Gas expands. Then, when we put this cylinder on the source, then the piston is expanded. The piston is expanded. Then, as the gas expands, its temperature tends to fall. मग त्याचं टेम्परेचर हे काय होईल, कमी होईल. Then heat passes into the cylinder through the perfectly conducting base, which is in a contact with the source. The gas therefore undergoes slow isothermal expansion. The gas undergoes through a slow isothermal expansion. Now, in this isothermal expansion, the Let the working substance during isothermal goes from the initial state A having a temperature T1, pressure P1 and volume V1 to the state B having a pressure P2, volume V2 at temperature T1. In this process, the substance absorbs heat Q1 from the source at temperature T1 and thus we give a work done, and this work done is given by, and the work done is given by Q1 is equal to W1 is equal to integration of V1 to V2 P into dV. Now, for 1 mole of an ideal gas equation, PV is equal to RT. Then P is equal to RT divided by V. Substitute this value in above equation. Therefore, above equation becomes integration of V1 to V2 RT1 divided by V into dV. T1 is the constant temperature T1 from state A to state B. Now, the integration of 1 by V is equal to RT1 integration of V1 to V2 dV. Then the integration of 1 by V is log V. Therefore, W1 is equal to RT1 log to the base E V between the limits V1 to V2. Then W1 is equal to RT1 log to the base E V2 divided by V1. Now, W1 is equal to, then in this isothermal expansion, the working substance gives some area, and this area is then W1 is equal to area of AB GFA. It covers this area in isothermal expansion. Now, this is a work done of isothermal expansion in Carnot cycle, and then work done is equal to RT1 log to the base E V2 divided by V1. This is the equation number 1. Now, in Carnot cycle, the second process is a adiabatic expansion. In this adiabatic expansion, the cylinder is now removed from the source and is placed on the insulating stand. Now see this figure. This cylinder is now moved from the source and is placed on the insulating stand. This cylinder is placed on the insulating stand. Then gas is allowed to undergo slow adiabatic expansion. Slow adiabatic expansion. In adiabatic, what is meant by adiabatic? Adiabatic means in this adiabatic, there is no heat enters the system or out of the system. The gas undergo slow adiabatic expansion during the performing the external work at the expense of its internal energy. Now, until its temperature fall to T2, because this cylinder is placed on the stand, then its temperature is automatically lower and it is falls to T2 and the same as that of the sink, and then same as that of the sink. Now, this operation is represented by the adiabatic BC. This operation is represented by the adiabatic BC. This is a adiabatic expansion. The adiabatic BC, starting from the state B, having a pressure is P2, volume is V2, and temperature is T1, and it is going from the state C, having a pressure is P3, volume is V3, and temperature is T2, because its temperature is falling to T1 to T2. Now, in this process, there is no transfer of heat. There is no transfer of heat. The temperature of the state BC is falls from T1 to T2, and it does some external work W2, and it gives some external work done W2. Then the work done W2 is equal to integration of V2 to V3 P dV, and therefore W2 is equal to, during adiabatic process, the equation of adiabatic equation of a perfect gas, PV raised to gamma is equal to K, and this is equal to constant. Then P is equal to K divided by V raised to gamma. Substitute this value in the above equation. Therefore, above equation becomes W2 is equal to integration of V2 to V3 K divided by V raised to gamma into dV. Now, the integration of 1 divided by V raised to gamma is the integration of 1 divided by V raised to gamma is W2 is equal to K into V raised to 1 minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma, and between the limit V2 to V3. Now substitute this value. W2 is equal to K V3 1 minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma minus K V2 1 minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma. Since P2 V2 raised to gamma is equal to P3 V3 raised to gamma is equal to K. Substitute the value of K in above equation. Therefore, above equation becomes W2 is equal to P3 V3 raised to gamma into V3 raised to 1 minus gamma minus P2 V2 raised to gamma V2 raised to 1 minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma. Now solve this. Separate these values. P3 V3 raised to gamma V3 raised to minus gamma V3 minus P2 V2 V2 raised to minus gamma V2 raised to gamma. Now in this equation cancel these terms. V3 raised to gamma, V3 raised to minus gamma, V2 raised to minus gamma, V2 raised to gamma. Therefore, above equation becomes P3V3 minus P2V2 divided by 1 minus gamma. Now, for one mole of an ideal gas equation, P3V3 is equal to RT2 and P2V2 is equal to RT2. Substitute this value in above equation. Therefore, W is equal to RT2 minus RT1 divided by 1 minus gamma. This is equal to R in bracket T1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. This is a second work done during the adiabatic expansion. Now, third process is the, and in this work done W2, we give area, cover the area BCHGB. BCHGB. This area is covered in during the adiabatic expansion process. Now, third process is the isothermal compression. In isothermal compression, the cylinder is now removed from the insulating stand and is placed on the sink, which is at a temperature T2. The piston is now very slowly moved inwards so that the work is done on the gas. See this figure. This cylinder is placed on the sink. This is the next process, isothermal compression. Now, the piston is now very slowly moved inwards so that the work is done on the gas. The temperature tends to increase due to heat produced by the compression. Since the conducting base, this is a conducting base of the cylinder, is in contact with the sink. This base is contact with the sink. The heat developed passes through the sink. Then in this cylinder, then heat is passed through the cylinder. The heat developed passes to the cylinder and temperature of the gas remains constant at T2. Then its temperature remains constant because this working substance gives some amount of heat to the sink. Thus, the gas undergoes isothermal compression. Then this piston is moved in the downward direction. Then the gas is in compression position at a constant temperature T2 and gives some heat to the sink Now this operation is represented by the isothermal CD. This operation is represented by the isothermal CD. In this isothermal CD, the starting state is C, having a pressure P3, volume V3 and temperature T2, to the state D, having a pressure P4, volume V4 and temperature T, T2. In this process, the substance rejects heat Q2 to the sink at temperature T2 and work done W3 is given and work done W3 is given. Therefore, the Q2 is equal to work done W3 is equal to integration of V3 to V4 P into dV. And this is equal to RT2 log to the base E V4 divided by V3. And this is equal to minus of RT2 log to the base E V3 divided by V4. And this work done gives some area, covers given area CHFDC as shown in the given figure. Now, the work done W3 is equal to minus RT2 log to the base E V3 divided by V4. This is equation number 3. Negative sign. This negative sign indicates work is done on the working substance. And the last process of this Carnot cycle is a adiabatic compression. The cylinder is now removed from the sink and again placed on the insulating stand, and the piston is slowly moved inwards so that the gas is adiabatically compressed and the temperature rises. The adiabatic compression is continued till the gas comes back to its original condition, and that is the state A, having a pressure P1, volume V1 and temperature T1, thus the complete one full cycle. This operation is represented by the adiabatic dA starting from the state D having a pressure P4, volume V4 and temperature T2 to the final state A having a pressure P1, volume V1 and temperature T1. In this process, work is done on the working substance, and the work done W4 is given by W4 is equal to integration of V4 to V1 P dV, and then W4 is equal to minus R T1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. In this adiabatic compression, the working substance covers some area, and this area is DFEAD. Negative sign indicates that work is done on the working substance. Now, in this Carnot cycle, the work done W2 and W4 are equal and opposite, and they cancel each other. This is the Carnot cycle. Thank you.